Welcome. Today's drink is, of course, a cream soda. But you know what the cream soda needs? It needs something to spice it up. So we're going to throw some pepper on the cream soda with a Twizzler straw. That's right. Tasty good. That's how you throw some pepper on it. You take something that's okay, you just spice it up by something extra. Ooh. Really good. But you're not here for that.
We're not.
We're not. No. As you can tell, everyone's under the weather today, so we're just me, even my throat's kind of sore. Got some kind of bug, but well, the show must go on, so it's a one-man show. Woo! And one girl on camera. But we're going to start off with her comic book this week. Okay, by accident we bought the Steam Engineers of Oz again.
We saw that one already.
Saw that last week. We bought it a second time by accident. That happens. But this came out. It was recommended by the guys at the store to pick it up for the girls. Mainly Mad Montreal and Cute Montreal Girl. You know, I'm not a big fan of this company, but it is a Marvel comic book. But it's done by Disney, but it kind of owns Marvel anyway. It's Seekers of the Weird. Seekers of the Weird. Well, as a grown man, to me it's a bit too childish. It has some potential, but I think Nicole liked it. It was okay. That's what under the weather Nicole has to say about that book. So if you're under the weather and a girl, you might like Seekers of the Weird. Yeah, that's right. But we're going to talk about the alternates. To begin with, number 2, The Illegitimates. IDW. This is a story basically where these people have powers and they're the illegitimate children of a superpowered being. It's actually a pretty good read. Something I enjoy all the time, always will. I don't know why, but I'm a John Byrne geek, Triple Helix. Good read, fun as usual. Ah, yes.
We're not in the man cave today.
No, we're not in the man cave today. I told you, we're all kind of under the weather today, and the man cave just, well... Let's just put it this way. There's a white rat in the man cave who's really sick, and I don't want to go in there because it's just not pleasant. We kind of took the boys, put the boys in the man cave as a quarantine zone to keep everybody else from getting sick. But even then, I think I'm catching it. So we're going to keep going before I pass out, because that'd be really embarrassing if I passed out. Okay, Valiant, Unity, and of course, that's a cool cover for them. I mean, I kind of like these, you know, these these word covers. Archer Armstrong, picking up Unity, still got me interested. The joys of being sick, folks. Okay. Series I'm enjoying, but I must admit I'm not too happy with this issue. Okay, God is Dead. I've been enjoying this series. And I like the fact that Odin's been kicking butt. But here's a spoiler. Odin gets killed. I'm not a happy camper. Just not. No, I won't say what happenens, so you can still pick up the book. It's a good series. But Odin gets killed. Odin, the All-Father. Okay, I'm not a happy camper. Okay, one of the ones that Mad Montreal Girl was reading, but she forgot about it because her concussion, can't remember anything. Kiss Me, Satan. Well, I'm not going to kiss myself, so...
It says dog pile on it.
Yes, I know, but it's Kiss Me, Satan. And that doesn't look like me.
Oh, I know.
So, hey, everyone knows I'm Mr. Satan.
It's in the hair and the beard and the mustache.
Okay, the next one, I'm definitely throwing things around tonight. We're throwing this completely off. This is the all-around cover of the week. I know, you're going, what? Doing it right off the bat? We are. This is the best cover of the week. It's a series called Carbon Gray. They actually have 2 covers out this week, and apparently there's a 3rd coming out next week. It took me more time to figure out which cover to get this week from this title than anything else. So that's why it's cover of the week. It's also a beautiful series. Here's a beautiful series. Look at that artwork inside. Gorgeous series. Okay, but the cover of the week is, of course, look at that. Best cover of the week on the shelves. Oh, I'm not going to give any spoilers. This is a series I recommend people to pick up.
I know that.
Okay. One of the Alice at Insert Topic here comic books, or Dr. Cool's been reading, because Alice has a hard time reading books anyway. Luna Brothers, of course. Alex and Ada. Interesting. Bit more wordy than usual, but it is the Luna art, the Luna storytelling. Enjoyable. I'm curious to see where it's going to go. If you don't know what it is, it's basically his grandmother buys him an android. Do the math. Alright, great series. Been plugging it all along. I'm still going to plug it again. Buy this book. Profit. You want BD style comic book telling? This is it. However, if you want American style superhero telling with good writing, okay. Protectors Inc. Just look at that name there. Straczynski. Apart from doing stuff for Marvel and DC, Babylon 5 writer. Well-written book. Number 3 of this one came out. I've been enjoying it. It's a Brubaker book and also by Epting. Velvet. Beautiful book. Good read. I'm enjoying the characters. Kind of has that 1960s, kind of like James Caan. I'm a, spy kind of feel to it. And the artwork is really good. I enjoy it. So, Velvet. Image. Which is really funny, because I remember when Image first came out, I hated Image comic books. It was like all these really bad knockoff superheroes, and they drove me crazy. Image now is the company to keep an eye out, because they're doing all the alternate stuff that's really, really good. And here's an example of it. Egos. The new number 1. I'm trying to cut back on comic books. They keep on doing this, and I like this. Basically, science fiction meets superhero intergalactic space. Interesting. I like the twist at the end of this book. There's a nice twist of this first issue. You want to know what it is? I'll tell you. Go pick it up. I'm not telling you a spoiler on that. That's ridiculous. All right, a lot of press this week about this one. I'm also giving this thing the alternate cover of the week. I know we're going everything backwards. The best cover of the week now. It's the alternate cover of the week. A lot of hype about this book and the online stuff. Basically, it's from Boom Comics. Curse. It's the best alternate cover of the week, not counting Carbon Gray. You know what? It's one of these kind of like darker stories. Bit of a spoiler. Werewolf story, but it's actually well written. I suggest you give that one a shot. Okay, I'm not going to do the peel today because I'm actually going to give DC a bit of credit because there's a couple of books from DC that I liked. Actually, there's 2 books from DC I liked this week, so we're going to skip the stupid peel this week. To begin with, one of the books I didn't like, Constantine. Oh, I'm sorry, New 52. Make him a Vertigo title again. It's just, and Spectre was not the Spectre to me. It was just not good. It wasn't good. Okay. A lot of hype over this book. Wonder Woman, Superman, or vice versa. It depends on who you're a fan of the most. Okay, artwork's great. The story is kind of let me kind of going, okay, this is a big prologue for something that might be about this long story-wise. But like I said, it's a pretty book. Alright. It was an okay read. Of course, I'm talking about the Rogues Rebellion. It was an okay read. Cool cover, but okay read. Okay, this is one of the books that I'm actually enjoying from DC. This is what gives me, which is letting me, I'm so tired I might just... Sorry, I'm back again. Told you I'm not feeling well. And no, I'm not drunk. That comes later tonight, after the editing is done. But this is one of the books from DC that I'm really enjoying. This is what gives me that little bit of, like, okay, I'm going to give them credit. That, horrible feeling in your throat. It's like, oh my god, they did something good. Alright, I had to say it. Injustice, Year 2. Has nothing to do with the rest of the New 52 universe. That's probably why it's such a good read. Pick up that series. Okay, nice cover. It's actually a very good cover from DC Comics. I'm actually, I'll tell you what, I'm going to be generous. I'm even going to say this is DC's cover of the week. I was debating it before, but I'm going to say it is. The Green Lantern Corps. The story was okay. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. Alright. Getting better, but not by much. Superboy. Okay, I'm going to talk about some of the Batman titles next. I'm going to do it all in one shot. Just these 2 Batman titles. Okay, Nightwing. and of course, Batgirl. Okay, Nightwing. Okay, we all know in the the horrible evil storytelling that everyone knows that Nightwing is Dick Grayson. What I'm disappointed in is that this story doesn't even mention that. It's just, I mean, it's not a bad Nightwing story. Marionette, not a new character, by the way, new version of her, but not a new character. The story's okay, but I want to see repercussions of his ID being revealed. It's letting me down. Also letting me down, I know a lot of Gothamites will be disappointed with this series, just the fact that it kind of just seems wrong. We all know, here's a spoiler, that's really all a mind trip with the Batman family and everything else. But the Gothopia storyline, okay, here's the spoiler, okay, spoiler. Look, it's Gotham is all pretty. It's pink. It's pretty. It's like what if Gotham was a beautiful city?
If they had no crime, what would they do?
I mean, we all know. Okay, no big spoiler here. We know it's villains messing with their heads and so forth. And I kind of do like some of the new designs for the characters, but at the same time, too, a pretty Gotham doesn't. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And you know what's going to happen in the end. It's like a storyline that really. The only thing I can hope for is that some of these new characters actually become new characters. Disappointing. However, interesting. Okay, the cover makes you think there's a lot going on in the book. Okay, here's a warning for you. If you see this cover, to the world's finest, you think there's this really great big scene? No. Big spoiler. She meets him near the end of the book, and there's no fighting. Okay? Big spoiler there. The cover does not represent the book. Okay, Forever Evil, the Justice League of America. Oh, group of Clayface. As I was saying, Suicide Squad. Here we go. Hey, picked up a little bit this issue. This is one of those books. Everyone knows me. I've got a love-hate relationship with Suicide Squad. I've loved it since I was younger, and I've hated it when it sucks. That's picked up this issue.
You mean like everything that starts to suck?
Now here's the other comic. This is the second comic book from DC that I actually really. Okay, I think this is DC's best storyline they have going right now. And people might think I'm crazy for it, but I actually like this. This is something I wish if they ever do, which I doubt they ever will do, is go back to the old 52. But if they ever do, I want to keep this storyline. And I was one of the guys who went, "Oh no, they can't be doing that. Really? Replace the Legion of Superheroes?" But they did it in a smart way. It's 10 years later, and guess what? I am really enjoying Justice League 3000. The only thing that was bad about this issue was the sneak peek that they posted online gave away a good chunk of the story that I would have enjoyed reading myself, like in one shot. But I just really do like the way the characters are. It's a different take on the Justice League, and I enjoy it. I recommend that series. I do. Okay. All right. Also from DC via the Vertigo line, Astro City 8, number 8. Cool cover artwork. I'm still kind of like reading this book going, why am I buying it? But at the same time, too, I'm not hating it. So that's it for the DCs. We're going to do Marvels next. I know I'm not doing the logo thing either because Marvel let me down this week, so they don't deserve their logo this week. First things up, it's a freebie for Marvel, the Deadpool, the Gauntlet. It's a freebie. Now, I don't normally read Deadpool, obvious reasons, because I think here's a great character. They made him too stupid. And they made him too stupid. Okay, the Marvel Knights, the Hulk, the darker version Hulk series, interesting. Artwork's a bit scratchy, but I kind of like the different take of it, and it has nothing to do with the rest of the Marvel Universe, but it was a good read. Oh, okay, I'm saving that one for last. Alright, this one. From the Ultimate Universe, the Cataclysm. Oh, disappointing. I was actually hoping that this series, they were going to do something really, really major. Like a major shakeup. Doesn't seem that way from what I've been reading. Okay, this wasn't bad. This is a good one, actually. I enjoyed this one. Okay, Secret Avengers. The Mockingbird story. You might like that one. Finally, an issue that wasn't so cartoony that made me want to go, ugh. The Thunderbolts! Okay, number 20 or number 1, depends on how you want to look at it. Yes, that's the Ghost Rider. Here's a warning though, Ghost Rider this year is going to change at Marvel, and he'll be in a car.
What?
Yeah, I know, someone at the store said it sounds more like Ghost Driver. It does, it's Ghost Driver, not Rider. Alright, I'm still shocked I'm enjoying this series. Nova, I'm enjoying it. Okay. A couple more left. Alright. We've been here before. Fantastic Four. Final. Okay, I've actually been enjoying the storyline they've been doing, except this issue left a bad taste in my mouth. Like the taste of an afterbirth.
What?
Okay. Yeah, I won't go into details, but this book could have used a lot more pepper on it. It just let me down big time. Didn't spice up my day. Alright. 3 books left. I'm giving this thing Marvel's cover of the week. I like the cover. The inside artwork's not as good, and a lot of people might not pick up this book because they don't know these characters, but I was one of those guys who actually bought all of the Marvel UK titles when they came out the first time. I enjoyed those characters. Well, most of them. And I'm looking forward to this. But, hey, look, it's Dark Angel. Like I said, the artwork's not great, but the UK characters are a bit different. I like them. They're a bit edgier. So, this is something I do recommend. If you don't mind the artwork on the inside, I'll give you a bit of a peek at the artwork on the inside. Okay, it's a little bit, but still, it's a good series, good read. I'm looking forward to it. Which leaves me 2 books. Best book from Marvel this week. Once again, love the interior artwork. The cover artwork's nice too, but it's just one of those. I don't know. This is like Marvel's, like what Aquaman's become for DC. This character has come for Marvel. Thor. Thor is Marvel's great new character. I mean, that artwork is fantastic. The storytelling is great. And it's a character that's just so freaking... You want to read Thor. It's like you want to read Aquaman for DC, you want to read Thor for Marvel. Pick it up. Leaves me 1 book left. Now, I'm saving this book for last because anyone who's been around comic books for a long time knows this character under both names. This character has seen many publishers over the years, and there was a big, big legal battle with this character for years. Marvel now has this character, which is kind of ironic, as this character was once referred to as Marvel Man. You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Miracle Man. Okay. This is one of those characters that, if you ever read Warrior Magazine, yeah, I'm dating myself. I still have Warrior Magazine. Okay, the British comic books, the British Independents. This is a character that was in there. It was like basically a really edgy superhero. Now, what this is basically they retook some of the old comic books, republished them. This is like get to know the character, right? And they've also cleaned up some of the artwork from before. I mean, this stuff goes back a ways. I actually like Marvel Man. That's where the legal battle came from. See Marvel Man? I actually enjoy Miracle Man. It's one of the characters I've always liked. I've been missing him for years. I do have mixed feelings, though. I must admit. I mean, to me, Miracle Man was always a superhero in his own universe. I never really saw him being anybody else's universe. It was just like, he's just too interesting on his own. It's like, he's an independent character. How he's going to fit into the Marvel universe will be interesting to see. Because, let's be honest. There's no way Marvel is not going to use such an iconic character in their universe. It's too good a deal. How that's going to fit in, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, Marvel has brought in the new universe characters, some of them into the Marvel universe. Starbrand is in there now. So it's interesting to see. I mean, this is a powerhouse. This is like, this guy could take Thor out. So we'll see how that goes. So that's pretty much it. One little cutesy look, a little promo for Marvel, a little poster for Marvel today. Yay. Okay, just promo posters. So that's pretty much. Hopefully next week everybody will be feeling better again. And camera person's looking at me like she wants me to explain what throw some pepper on it means. Okay, really simple as this. You know how people say things that mean something else sometimes? You know, a couple of years ago, Key and Peele had an expression, whole nother level. Well, we've had this expression around the house. If something doesn't taste good, you throw some pepper on it. You're having French fries. They're bland. You throw some pepper on it. You got a baked potato. It's kind of boring. You throw some pepper on it. So think of it this way: instead of saying spice it up, which really sounds kind of dated and corny, you're having a boring day. Spice it up. We figured, hey, why not? Throw some pepper on it. It sounds fun. It's catchy. So, you know what? Next time you're having one of those days, just throw some pepper on it. Do something to make it a bit better. You'd be surprised. So spread the word. Throw some pepper on it. Get out there, and hopefully next week we'll throw some pepper on this show and have everyone back feeling better. So from the Mad Band couch, I guess you can call it that, I'll see you guys next week. Mad Montreal Man saying good night.